Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Hussein and you guys are damn same. So yeah, how are you all doing? In today's video, I'm gonna talk about how evil is the prime Kratos from God of War. Recently, I've been very obsessed with God of War. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I've been playing God of War left, right, and center. I've literally finished God of War Ghost of Sparta. Sparta like 10 times, more than 10 times in a few months. It's just so addictive. And I've been watching God of War explanation videos left, right, and center. I'm fucking obsessed with this series. Uh, but yeah, there is a lot of like explanations saying why Kratos is very evil. And yeah, in today's video I'm gonna discuss how evil Kratos is. First, to know that why Kratos is evil, we need to uh first to know how evil Kratos he is. We first need to know why Kratos is evil. Now, let's be honest. People who are evil are not born in one day. Maybe some are, but people who have been traumatized, they turn evil because they think they need to have their revenge on the world for the world's sake. Listen, a child is an empty cup. You can't deny that. A child is an empty cup. The thing you feel on that child, that sounds sus, but is what that child is going to become. So Kratos growing up was a warrior Sparta with his brother Demos, and then Kratos lost a war. He was obviously a Sparta. Sparta is basically, if you don't know what Sparta is basically like Greek army. The ancient Greek army is are called Sparta, so or Spartans. So Kratos was like an army, and he was losing a battle against Ares. And then Ares said to win the battle or some shit like that, he need to be. Oh yeah. So yeah, to to make Kratos stronger, Ares gave Kratos the blade of chaos, which makes him stronger. So, but Ares had a catch. He said that if Kratos wants the blade of chaos, he needs to work for Ares and do what Ares commands. Then Ares is an evil fuck, and he commands Kratos to destroy a whole village and set it in fire. And Kratos, a fucking retard, also and kinda evil, sets the whole village in fire and kills thousands of people, so maybe millions. And in that village, of course, Kratos' wife and his daughter was there, and he accidentally, technically killed his own wife and daughter. So then that broke him. It's kind of hypocritical that Kratos knew what he was doing. So Kratos killing the whole village and killing thousands of people didn't even bother Kratos, but just because his daughter and wife was in the crowd and they got killed too, and now he all of a sudden regrets and bothers. Seems like Kratos is a hypocrite and a very self-centered person, which is true, and which was proved again in God of War's next games. Again, the the fact that Kratos is a very narcissistic, evil person. And the word narcissistic, if you don't know the meaning of the word narcissistic, it's basically like a tough word, a complex word for self-centered. Being narcissistic means you have too much of self-love and you are too much of self-centered. That what narcissists are, and that what narcissism is. So Kratos has too much self-love and too much hypocriteness and too much narcissism in general, that that was explained in God of War 3 by Kratos. Kratos is so hypocrite. Kratos didn't even bother like killing a innocent girl uh, who was a sex slave of Poseidon, and he killed her brutally without any reason. Like he killed her with a wheel or some shit like that, with no reasons. Like, and that didn't bother him to kill a innocent girl like that. But on that same game, I'm talking about God of War 3. Yeah, on the same game, Kratos kills. Kratos didn't let Pandora kill herself because he felt bad for her. That can't be true. So if he's feeling bad for her, even though she's trying to kill herself, then why he didn't feel bad for that innocent girl who didn't want to kill herself, and he killed her brutally for no reason? So the only explanation of that is Kratos is narcissistic, and Kratos is sociopath, or not sociopath. I think sociopath is very little what Kratos does. Kratos is a psychopath, and I don't think anybody can argue with me that Kratos is a psychopath. And if you argue with me that, then you don't know the history of Kratos. It's almost like Kratos has so much of a anger issues that he's a psychopath. Like, but we can't really call what Kratos does anger issues though, because there's a limit, right? There's a limit of everything. If you murder 1,000 people because of anger issues, you are a fucking psychopath. For example, Hitler. Hitler had anger issues, but can we call him a anger issue victim? No, Hitler is a psychopath. He gas chambered, killed millions of people. He's a psychopath. He when the crime is that much, you can literally like call it anger issues. They are crazy. They're psychopath. So Kratos is a very, first we know Kratos can't handle his emotions. He's very emotional and very angry for no reason. And Kratos is those kind of guy or those kind of parents who beats their children because they had a fight with their fiance. Like like finishing up their anger on a weaker person, if that makes sense. Which is a very cowardly behavior. Uh, let's be honest, Kratos is a coward, but he's a really strong coward. Kratos is a coward who's not scared of anybody, but he kinda is in the definition of coward. Well, he's also not in a definition of coward, but also is in the definition of coward, because the definition of coward is who that uh that acts, I don't know, who acts very unjustly and who can make up their mind and beats on weaker people, picks on weaker people. We can argue on that part that a person who picks up on weaker people, such as an innocent girl or innocent villagers, is a coward, right? Is a sick mentality person who is a coward. And Kratos killing gods who was in his way brutally didn't affect me at all. But Kratos killing innocent people, like innocent girl, like that, it really affected me. Even though it's just a game, but I really looked up to Kratos, but I do not. Well, Kratos does regret it right now, but not everything can be regretted. And and honestly, like Kratos probably suffers more in regret pain than the person he killed suffered at all. That's the sentence I say, that Kratos suffers more than his victim, because he's still suffering from regret and his victim is in peace. It's a very deep sentence. So honestly, Kratos' whole life was suffering. He grew up suffering. He he got angry and killed people, got beat for it, was suffering, and now he's regretting what he did. That is also suffering. His whole life is suffering, dude. But at least he changed for better. So yes, Kratos is a very evil like character. Then the answer is why we are siding with him. I don't know. Maybe we are siding with him because there's always a catch. Why? There's always like a catch that the developers wants us to feel mercy and sad for Kratos. Also, although we shouldn't feel sad for him because he's a monster. He's a psychopath. But he obviously the developer shows that, oh look, Kratos' daughter is dead, his wife is dead, and we should support him. But Kratos killed thousands of villagers for no reason. So why should we support him? Because two people in that village was his daughter and wife. So the developers expect us to be narcissistic. But to be honest, we probably support Kratos because he's badass and he kills God. He's a God killer. And that's why every one of us support him. Anyways, I mean, like nobody supports Kratos because Kratos is a good individual or we feel sad for him. Nobody does that. Everybody supports Kratos because he is killing evil gods, and yeah, it's fun to see like he he humbling gods. It's just nice to see the gods who think like they can be defeated because they're gods, and they're getting their life getting flashed in front of their face, and their face is getting smashed, and they realize, oh, they're god, but Kratos is gonna destroy them. And Kratos does destroy the whole Olympics, and then destroys Zeus. So it's kind of funny to see like uh, the gods talk shit about Kratos in his face, and when then Kratos is beating the brakes off them, they kind of realize what they have said, and they kind of regret their life, and they realize there are bigger fish in the pond than them, which was Kratos. Though in the whole series, it kind of seems like Kratos is like that quiet kid because honestly, Kratos is a very quiet person. He's an evil person, but he is a quiet psychopath. Kratos doesn't say a lot. He just kills and torture and fucks people up. And all the Kratos fights with gods, it kind of remembers me of me in school, like me being the quiet kid and bullies speaking up on me, and I am not saying anything, and then they attack me and I beat the fuck out of them. Like it kind of reminds me of that situation. Like Kratos doesn't need to talk smack because his hands are the smack, so he doesn't need to talk shit because he is the fucking shit. He knows that. Kratos doesn't need to act tough because he knows if he gets into a fight with anybody, even gods, he would destroy those gods. That's an insane level of confidence, and the fact, and I guess this is the reason why people love Kratos, and the fact Kratos acts so confident, and we all know that's his real confidence. We know 100% that Kratos isn't scared at all because we know Kratos is a psychopath. He's not going to be scared of anybody. Kratos is beating like gods who are supposed to be undefeatable and being as confident as he's fighting a normal like soldier. It's fucking insane. I think the reason why Kratos is so like brave and like doesn't really have any fear because he's psychopath. I don't think psychopaths have any fear in them. So yeah, it's just fun to see him like destroying this egotistical gods who think nobody can defeat them, and Kratos just destroys them in the most gruesome way possible. And yeah, So yeah, the answer is yes. Kratos is very evil, but the reason we love Kratos is because Kratos is a fucking badass, and yeah, that's the reason. So thanks for watching this video. Watch my old videos. Watch my new videos. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and press the bell icon to see more videos like this. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, and share, and press the bell icon to see more videos like this. Stay healthy, stay happy. Peace out. And comment down below if you want to see me make more God of War related videos. Bye bye.